On this week's track record, the fabulous Bryan Ferry. And we asked Bryan, why does he croon now instead of that aggressive tone he used with Roxy Music? And how does he think his singing has changed over the years?
I think that there are certain kind of tempos that you don't really touch on as much as you did when you first started out. I think it's a fairly natural thing. I think it's maybe working with a lot of American musicians, like I have done the last few years, you know, where you hope that there is a kind of element of passion there, but it's not kind of hammed up. You just get a bit more restrained, and you just kind of do maybe slower tempos, but different rhythms, you know, which maybe suit a different vocal approach or something.
How do you think your singing's changed then since the beginning? Do you think you were hammy to start off with?
Well, I wouldn't like to say so myself, but I think it was kind of a different way of projection. Perhaps in the very first album, I remember sometimes it was quite a thick blanket, kind of wall of sound thing, and you had to really kind of shriek to get above it all, you know. And as the years go by, and you just try out different approaches, and it gets to where there's a certain way of delivery that you think suits, you know, your personality or vocal range best or something, I don't know.
Dave! Roxy Music and Love is the Drug. Lots of Bryan's lyrics actually refer to dancing, and we asked him this, is it because dance is part of pop's vocabulary, or is it just because he's a keen dancer?
Probably a bit of both. I'm not a mad keen dancer, but I mean, like a lot of the songs have kind of dance rhythms, you know. I think a lot of my favourite records by other people have been kind of dance records, and you still always hope you're going to kind of do the ultimate dance record.
His new album, Bête, Noir, took over 2 years to make, and we asked him why it took so long to make an LP.
To me, it doesn't seem kind of such a long time, because I guess I was trained to be a painter, and 2 years between shows is generally a kind of regular sort of period, you know, between producing a kind of a body of work, you know. And I think I've always kind of carried that attitude through record making. I think the first album we ever did, which is now like 15 years ago, the first Roxy record, was kind of very short to make, because we did a lot of kind of pre-production, we rehearsed songs, and we're on the road, you know, playing those songs to some extent before we recorded them. Since then, I tend to more or less write songs in the studio, you know, and they're never really finished. The song isn't finished till the record is finished. So they're always being changed and worked on, and trying different melodies and different lyrics and different combinations of musicians, you know, because I like to, on the one hand, keep in contact with various musicians who I know work well with me, and try out new people as well. So I'm always experimenting with that.